live, and we live, and we live, and we live. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, 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 welcome to Tasha's Kitchen. So I'm going to wait for a few minutes for a few people to come on in to my kitchen. I'm waiting for some people to join me. I'm just waiting. Hey, Psychology Eats. Listen, I am about to cook some fried chicken. I'm getting ready to show you guys exactly how I do my fried chicken. And we could yap a little bit while I'm cooking about these YouTube streets. But this is really a cooking live. This is a cooking live more than anything, okay? So, I have in this bowl, I've got 8 pieces of chicken. I got 8 winglets in here. And in this bowl, I have, is soaking in some water and some lime juice. And it's actually been, it's been in the lime juice for, I would say about 45 minutes. I had it soaking in the lime juice. Good afternoon, Patricia Crankfield. Good afternoon, Jamal. Let's say Jamel Sith. Good afternoon, good afternoon. So, yeah, so those are my chicken winglets. I got the winglets that I'm making. So, like I said, it's been soaking in the lime juice for about a good 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Like 40 to 45 minutes. That's how long I had it soaking in the lime juice. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and rinse that. I'm going to try to get a visual of everything that I'm doing here. But how y'all doing today? How y'all doing on this good old Monday? Monday is one of my days off, so I like to cook on my days off, you know, because when I'm at work, on the other days when I'm working, I don't get a chance to cook like that, so I like to cook me a little something to eat, okay? Make sure you thumbs up this live, too. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live, guys. So, yeah, I soaked it in some lime juice, and that was it. I usually soak it in lemon juice and lime juice, but I didn't have any lemon juice, so I used what I had, and I feel like the lime juice was, you know, sufficient enough, okay? So that's my chicken, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of chicken. I got 8 pieces of chicken that I'm going to cook here. This is like a half a bag of winglets. It was a whole bag, but I took, you know, a few pieces out of it. Wait a minute, let me make sure this chicken is good and clean, because I've seen a few feathers on here that I don't want any feathers on my chicken, guys. I don't know about you all, but if I see the feathers on there, I'm definitely going to take it off. I don't, you know, I'm not going to cook chicken and it has feathers on it, okay? So again, I got 8 pieces of chicken here, just 8 winglets. I got the drumettes and the winglets. So this is like a big drum right here. That's a big drum. So it has 1, 2, 4 drums and 5 drums and 3 of the winglets. The winglets is my favorite part, but for some reason this bag, it didn't have a whole lot of the winglets in it, so I'm just gonna make it do what it do. So now what I'm gonna do is add my seasonings to my chicken. I have all my seasonings here. Can you guys see? You guys can see my seasonings here. All right. I have it all lined up and, you know, proportioned out inside of these glasses. And I actually, also what I did was I took the liberty of writing down exactly how much of each ingredient is in these little bowls. But before I season my chicken, I'm gonna towel blot the chicken dry first, because I want to make sure that my chicken is seasoned to perfection. Okay, so I have a towel. I took a Bounty towel and I'm just like towel blotting it dry first. And for those of you that just came in onto this live, the first thing I did was I showed how, what I did is I had my chicken soaking in lime juice. I had the chicken soaking in lime juice, and the lime juice is going to kill the germs, the salmonella that's on the chicken and stuff like that. That's the little trick that I learned from my my son's father. He's from the islands, so you know they are really, really big on making sure that their food is clean and bacteria free. So like I was saying early in the video, I usually would do lemon juice and lime juice, but I didn't have any lemon juice, so I just used the lime juice. So that's my chicken. Okay. Now what I did was I literally wrote down how much of the spices I put in each of these glass bowls for you guys. So if you want to use this recipe, you're going to use it exactly how I did it. So for the first ingredient, I used a half a teaspoon of crushed red peppers, just a half a teaspoon. And the reason why I did a half a teaspoon is because my palate is not really, too keen on spicy food. So, I just wanted to put enough just to have a little kick to it, and that was it. Just a little kick. That was a half a teaspoon of red pepper, and now I got here 2 teaspoons of black pepper, right? 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Here I have 1.5 teaspoons of Old Bay. Yep, I put Old Bay in my chicken because you can use Old Bay on any type of poultry, including fish or whatever the case may be. And then I used 3 teaspoons of garlic powder because, guys, I'm like a garlic powder fanatic. Like, I love garlic powder. Like, I could actually put more garlic powder in here, to be honest with you. But for video purposes and for recipe purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and do the 3 teaspoons of garlic powder. And then I have here 2 teaspoons of adobo, the all-purpose adobo. Okay? And then I have 2 teaspoons of sea salt. And when I finish with this video, I'm going to make sure that I add I'm going to make sure I put this in the description box. Everything the measurements for all the spices that I use for you guys. Next, we're going to go ahead and massage it in to this chicken really, really good. Massage the ingredients in there real good. Making sure that we rub that chicken. We're going to rub it dub. Rub. We're going to rub that chicken real good. Making sure that all the spices that we added into this delicious fried chicken recipe is covering every ounce of this chicken. Okay? So we rubbing that in there real good, marrying that all together. Okay? And then after you do that, you rub your chicken really good in there. rub your seasonings really good into your chicken. The next thing I'm going to do is add my eggs for a nice coating for my chicken. You know, instead of making a separate batter, I'm just going to go ahead and add the egg. I got one egg in here. And what I did with the egg is all of the ingredients that I put inside of my chicken for all the spices that I put in my chicken for the seasoning, I also added it into my egg. So you're going to put the egg in there. And like I said, that egg is going to create a nice coating for the chicken. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we massage that all together. See that? Look at how good that looks. This is a good old fried chicken recipe. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes. So, I'm going to let my chicken marinate, the seasonings marinate into my chicken. I'm rubbing it all together really good, y'all, because I just want to make sure that this chicken is good and tasty when I'm done with it. So, I'm going to set my chicken to the side. I'm going to rinse my hands off. And I'm going to wash these dishes that's in the sink that I just put in here. And while I'm washing the dishes, that'll give my chicken some time to, for the seasoning in my chicken some time to marinate. Okay? We're going to give the chicken some time to marinate. I would say about a good 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to let your chicken marinate in that seasoning that you just used. You know, your spices and your egg. I'm sorry, y'all, for moving the camera around like that, but this is a one-man show right here, so I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do, what I do, what I do, what I do. Okay? So, let me see what y'all saying in the comment section. Hold on real quick. See what y'all saying in the comment section. So what y'all want to talk about what's going on in these YouTube streets? I know y'all ready to talk about what's happening in these YouTube streets. I know y'all are. Let's see. Okay, let's see what they saying in the chat. That's right, y'all. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. Hi, Keto-licious-ness. Hello, Jamila. Hi, Team Gravely. Spring semester started, and I'm preparing for my classes, getting my nerves together for these students. I know that's right. Girl, I mean, I take my hat off to you teachers during a time like this, especially because you got to do all this stuff online. Like, that's a whole nother level of teaching and a whole nother level of patience for these kids, because how you keep them, I mean, it's one thing to keep your children's attention in a classroom. I'm sure that it's a whole nother level of keeping your students' attention online. That's got to be a whole different vibe, like a whole different situation. I burn and pluck the feathers off. Yeah, you know what? I watched my mom do it like that too. But that usually that's only when you using the whole wings. Those whole wings have the feathers on them, have more feathers on them than the wingets. I don't usually see a lot of the feathers on the wingets, as I, you know, like I see them on those whole wings. But yeah, that's what my mom does. I don't know if she still do it now, but I know growing up, I've seen her do the whole burning the feathers off. I've seen her do that. So let's see what else is going on in the chat. Tanya says, put some mustard in your chicken when you seasoning it. I don't know if I have any mustard. I got to check to see if I have mustard, Tanya. That's not something that I usually buy, but I do know that part of the recipe also. Let me check to see if I got mustard. Hold on, y'all. Because mustard is actually. Oh yeah, I do have some mustard. Yeah, I'm gonna put some mustard in here. I'm gonna add some mustard. My cousin, she's in the chat. My cousin Tanya, she's a very good cook. She advised me to put some mustard in there. I usually don't put mustard in my chicken when I fry my fish, tilapia to be exact. Water. I usually put mustard inside of my tilapia. Yes, I do. But I do know of people and heard of mustard going in your chicken. So we're gonna put a little bit of mustard in there also. Now, as far as the mustard, I say pour it according to your palate, your taste buds, or whatever, because that's what I just did. So I added the mustard in there. We're gonna mix that together, and we're gonna continue to let it marinate while I chop it up with you guys. Now I know I said I was getting ready to wash these dishes that's in the sink, and I am. I'm getting to it, y'all. Well, hold up. I'm getting to it. So let me go ahead and rinse my hands off again and get back in this chat and see what you guys are talking about. Okay. Let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat. All right. Hey, Southpaw Soft Jaw. Rebecca, yes, I did. I washed my hands good. I did. Janice Tillman, the best fried chicken is fried in lard. Nobody can make fried chicken better. I guess she's trying to say better than my grandma. Listen, I'm not even gonna argue with that, Janice, because grandma probably got me way beat. Grandma done been on this earth longer than me. Grandma done fried more chicken than me. I'm sure she got me beat with the fried chicken. I'm not even going to dispute that. And I haven't seen lard since I was a kid. Like, what, do they still sell lard? I don't know. Patricia, can you see me checking to see if my comments show on live? Yeah, your comments are showing up, Southpaw. And no eggs, but your chicken, but your kicking, wait, and no eggs, but your kitchen cook how you like. Absolutely. Hi, I don't know who that is saying hello, Mrs. Letitia Chef. I can't see your name. Hi, Rebecca T. Did you get the blanket picture? No, I didn't get a blanket picture. I guess that's the music guy. I can't, you always changing your name. I can't keep up with you. I'm sorry. Tawanda Ingram says I love using egg. Let's see. That was a deleted message. Hi, my niece is in the chat. Hi, Naira. Ryan McNeil says put mustard. I did put mustard. I think that's my cousin's husband, Ron. I think is that Ron? I don't know. I gotta try the egg. Never did that. It's so good. It's really, really good. Being at home trying to do school work online because my grandkids want to play with toys in their home. Yeah, that's a lot. Eat with Philly Phil. Hey, Eat with Philly Phil. Thanks for the super chat. Thank you so much. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my girl, Eat with Philly Phil. She is doing her thing over there in these YouTube streets. Y'all make sure y'all go check her out. And thanks again for the super chat. I truly appreciate it. I didn't get any pictures. Music Soul Child. I didn't get any pictures. Hello, host. Hello, everyone. That is Rejoice and what's that? Jeannie? Yeah, Rejoice and Jeannie. And I had to try another account to be seen on live YouTube. No, we can see you, girl. Hi, what's that? Margos Jones. And you know that ain't no deleted message. Wait, I don't know. It said it was deleted. I don't know what happened. It said it was deleted. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish up with this chicken And like I said, y'all want to talk about what's been going on in these YouTube streets. I know that I want to talk about something. I want to talk about something. But before I talk about that, let me go ahead and finish with my chicken, guys. Can y'all see what's happening in this pot over here? Let me move this over here out the way. That was some leftovers that I had from the other day. I have some oil here. I got some old oil that I'm gonna use. I know we've all used old oil before, so I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna add some more to it because this oil is just not gonna be enough. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more to it, and the type of oil I'm using, canola oil. Bowl in a basket at ShopRite. The canola oil. The brand is Bowl in a Basket, okay? Which is a ShopRite brand. Anybody that has ShopRite in their area should know about Bowl in a Basket. Bowl in a Basket, they actually have all types of food. They have noodles. I think they got cereal. They got all types of different foods with, that's Bowl in the Basket. Yeah, I didn't
find the love and then we lose it. I refuse to be the one to misuse it, so let's cruise. There, perfect creatures don't exist, so we know the risk. Hold a grudge, no, I'd rather you just hold a kiss. Hate to be the man before me, cause he no regret.
Call. They got a call back. So we got the oil heating up. I'm gonna go ahead and clean these dishes that's in the sink that I said I was gonna clean up when I first finish seasoning my chicken. So we'll go ahead and clean up these dishes. But listen, this is what I wanted to talk to y'all about. A lot of the people, so I did the video the other day, a reaction video to, what's her name? Adrian. I did a reaction video to Adrian's video where she was basically going off on Walt, right? And I think that in that video, I wasn't really clear as I needed to be for some of you guys, because some of y'all was like coming at me like, y'all was coming at me, y'all was like really going off. Like, it was like, I was like, well, damn. But in the video, I think I was saying something about the fact that when Adrian asked Walt for the $1,000 when they got to Florida, what I was trying to say in the video is this. My take on that is, yes, Walt has said several times in different videos that he was not staying in Florida. But I think that there was a miscommunication thing between them two, because when she asked him when was he going to Vegas, she said that his response was sometime this year. So I don't think that they really communicated, from what I got, I don't think they really communicated about when he was leaving Florida to go and do whatever it is that his plans was, whether it was going to Milwaukee to do a couple of collabs or going straight to Vegas or whatever the case may be. So I think that when he said to her sometime this year, in her mind, she was probably thinking like sometime this year. So when you leaving here? And if you're going to be here, you need to help pay rent. So that's what I got from it. I could be wrong. I don't know. But here's the other thing. Because let's think about it. If somebody say to you sometime this year, after you ask them when are they going to be moving to a particular place or whatever the case may be. If they say to you, sometime this year, and then after that you ask them to, then after that you ask them to come out so y'all can have a conversation, and the person doesn't come out to have the conversation, what are you thinking next? Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what I'm really trying to ask is, if a person says to you sometime this year after you ask them a specific question, where is your thoughts gonna go to next? Where are your thoughts gonna go to next? Like, I know for me, if I ask you that question and then I say come out so we can have a conversation about whatever, and you never come out the room, my thought process is gonna go to, okay, so is he or she gonna be here for another week, another 2 weeks, another 3 weeks, another month, another 2 months, another, like, whatever the case may be, right? That's where my mind would go. And in that instance, if I gotta try to guess and figure out, like, is it gonna be another month from now or 2 months? So let's say it would have been another month from now. Another month from now, you gotta help pay something. Yes, granted, he gave her the $1,000 for the U-Haul truck. I personally don't think that that was warranted or needed, because they were moving her things. But on the flip side, I'm thinking that he probably in his mind felt like, I was at her house in Milwaukee for X amount of weeks or a month or whatever however long it was. It was a little bit before Christmas, according to what Adrian said in her video. So let's say it was a week before Christmas. By the time she got down to Florida, it probably maybe 4 weeks went by. You can't live in a hotel for a month and don't pay nothing. I don't care if the hotel is paying their bills or not. They're still going to expect you to pay whatever it is that you're supposed to pay. Now, her asking for help with anything, that was on her. She didn't. However, I still feel like me as a person and any grown man should always offer, right? With all of that being said, the reason why I brought all of that up is because maybe in his mind he was thinking, I did stay with her for X amount of weeks. The least I could do was help her with the truck. That's my sister. Cool. But that wasn't necessary. And then it probably was Adrian slick trying to get money because he stayed with her for the however many weeks that he was with her or whatever. I don't know. But back to my point that I was trying to make earlier is, a lot of people didn't agree with my commentary on it because I didn't agree that he should give her another $1,000 after they got to Florida. But on the flip side, I understood why she asked for it, because his answer to when he was leaving to go to Vegas was so vague. And I also feel like instead of him packing up his things to leave, he should have said, hey sis, I'm not staying here that long. I'm going back to Milwaukee. I'm going to do a couple of collabs. Then from there, I'm going to shoot to Vegas, whatever. But instead, he ran at the sight of feeling like he was being used. So, I think that that whole situation could have just been handled, differently. I hope that what I'm saying now makes sense to you guys, because a lot of y'all was like really like going in on me about, oh, you siding with this nut and this and that. I mean, we all know that sis ain't got it all up there. Anytime you can blast your mother on social media, we know you ain't got it all. And again, you know what? I know somebody that did something like that on Facebook, and these people happen to be like really really close to me. And the young lady who did it, I'm not going to say how close they are to me or anything like that, but the young lady that did it, that blasted her mom on social media, she's not she's not crazy by far. It's just that at that time when she did it, she was really in her feelings, and she was young. This girl was like in her 20s or something like that. So I guess I can't really use that as an example because somebody that's almost 50 should know better. And because she don't know better, then clearly something is mentally wrong because we as adults, I'm in my 40s, I'm 48, and I would never ever do anything like that. Like there's just certain things that I would not do as a grown ass woman. Like I've had people in my family throw subliminal messages at me on social media. Nobody knew who they were talking about, but I knew that it was about me. And I pulled this person to the side, right? And I said, "Hey, if you got a problem with me, we can talk about it. Don't get on social media and say things about me subliminally, because it's not cool. It's not cool. Come talk to me, you know, in private, and we can get through this." And that's that. So, you know, I just know that myself personally, I'm just not with it. I'm not about to be airing out my family on social media. I'm just not my family, my friends, my man. I'm just not doing it because I just don't think that it's cool. I don't think it's cool. I also feel like although we have people, you know, that view us and support us from afar, because this type of support is from afar. I don't know you guys in real life. So when we have people that support us like you guys do, you know, my new subscribers, my old subscribers, my, you know, whoever, whatever, you guys can say encouraging things to us about situations and stuff like that, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, you can't really help me with what I'm going through with my family or with my friends or my man or whoever it is in my personal life. I just, you can't really help me like that, like in a physical. Like the words may come across good and, you know, be helpful and things like that, but can it really 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 help me? And do you really 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 care? I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching with that. I don't know. But let me see what y'all saying in the comments. I am about to put the chicken back on the grease back on the fire, because I took the grease off the fire because I was so busy running my mouth that I didn't want the grease to burn before I put the chicken in there. But I'm gonna put the grease back on the fire now after I read these comments, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start frying it. So let's see what you guys are saying. You know that ain't no delete. Okay, it's me, but okay. Okay, you're welcome. Hello. Q and Nene vlog says shared you out. Thank you, Q and Nene vlogs. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. What you want to talk about, girl? That's what I was just talking about, Rebecca. Okay. You sent another photo. Okay, I'll look for it when I get off this live. Q and E says, "Hey, if somebody don't like her content, just click off simple." That's the fact, Latrice. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Patrice says, like Aldi. Okay. Q and E Vlog says, "Hey, Patricia." All right. Let's see. Let's see. Nutso. That's right. Thank you, Eat Philly, telling the people to hit the like button. Thank you, thank you. I gotta make you a moderator, girl. I don't know how to make people a moderator from right here. I know how to do it once I get off. I know how to do it. Um, Gigi says you were simply stating facts. Thank you, Gigi. So Destiny's New Life says I just wrote you on IG. I was referred to you. I'm hoping you can work a miracle on my 3 year old. Also, booked an appointment just in case, even though I don't know what she needed. Oh, nice. Thank you, Destiny. I'll definitely make sure when I get off this live, I'll check that out. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Q&E Vlog says, blessing. Southpaw says, I believe he was going to stay a little longer, but until she started asking for more money right after the 1K, something obviously was not clear on Walton, or she really that crazy. Facts, I agree. Walt was there for 3 weeks. Sunshine, Miami 2 says. Tawanda says, but she didn't think about that before she moved. Before she moved, her and have drove halfway down to Florida. Yeah, I mean, we like, um, who was saying this? Eat Philly, eat with eat. I'm sorry, eat with Philly Philly. Eat with Philly Phil was saying last night on her live video that we don't know what was going on or what they spoke about off camera. Or was it your brother? I think Michael was saying that. We don't know what it was that they actually spoke about. We just know what he said on camera. And I agree with that. We never ever know what was spoke about in person off of camera, because at the end of the day we make these videos, and most of the time when we make a video it's about 15 to 20 minutes long, and you're getting 15 to 20 minutes of our life out of our life in a day, and that's an edited video. Like, it's a whole lot that goes into making these videos. You never know what was said off camera. Psychology Eat says Adrian was hoping he would stay to help with the bill. She probably was. Adrian is always thinking ahead to calculate her next. I agree. I mean, she probably was. Who knows? She probably was. The positive pusher says hello, host and chat. Hi, positive pusher. How you doing? Tawanda says, but you cannot move people in without making rules. I agree, and that's I stated that in my video too. Like, there has to be some type of ground rules. Like, I don't care if it's somebody in my family, like I said in my video, that I grew up with and I knew my entire life. Before you come and stay in my space, you better believe I have to know what's going on from A to Z. Like, you're not just gonna get a key just like that. I don't care if you're my sister. We're gonna have some type of conversation or something. You understand what I'm saying? I think that Adrian was just so excited about having him come stay with her that she didn't think about none of those things ahead of time. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but that's just an opinion. It's not facts. It's just an opinion. And at the end of the day, that's what we're doing here. We're all just stating opinions. That's it. He kept saying in front of her that he was coming back to Milwaukee, so it's just strange. Walt had no business even dealing with her. The whole situation fishy. Southpaw, you got a point. Like, for the simple fact that he knew the type of person that she was before he decided to go and stay with her. That was enough to me for him to be like, I ain't gonna go stay with her, but I will link up with her from time to time. We could do collabs or whatever the case may be. But to bring all your things to the crib and just chill and stay or whatever, that's a whole nother level. Especially when you know how a person is. I personally wouldn't have done that. Me, no, I wouldn't have done that. Especially, I'm from that city. I know people. I could go and stay anyplace else. Gigi says dead wrong. Positive Pusher says hello to Gigi. Um, Melody Jackson says please go check out videos. Walt stated he was not going to stay there, that he was just helping her move. Okay, I'll go check it out. Positive Pusher says, hey Patricia. All right. Communication makes matters much easier. I agree. Hi, Lisa. A lot of people use social media for bashing people. That's why I don't fool with a lot of people. Yes, Tawanda, you are right about that. Thanks, Paz. Good to see me. Patricia saying hey to Lisa. Hello, and hey. B Sugar 100. Hello, everyone. I just found you last night. You won Philly. Hey, how you doing? Glad to know that someone has found me and joined the team, joined the family over here on Letitia Campbell's channel, which I call my viewers, I call y'all my Shady Bells. So yeah, you are now a part of the Shady Bells. The Invisible Chef says hello, host. Hi, the Invisible Chef. Living Life Elisa saying hi to everybody. Zaya Rose, hey, how you doing? Love you, girl. Thank you. Love you. It was the case when then why didn't if that was the case then why didn't Adrian stick to what she said? I don't know, girl. It does sound fishy. Okay, let's get to cooking. Okay, we're getting to cooking now. Let's go. Daily dose of internet. And Dolores Clark says, I found your channel, watching from St. Louis. Hi, Dolores Clark. Okay, we're going to get into cooking now. We done did the gossip part of this live. So we're going to go ahead and get into cooking this meal. I'm going to put my oil back on the pan. And what we're cooking today is some fried chicken. Okay? I have my wingets. I have 4 drums and also 3 wingers. So I have 8 pieces of chicken here all together. And for those of you that just joined the live, for the recipe, I have a half a teaspoon of red pepper, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of Old Bay, 3 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of adobo all purpose, and 2 teaspoons of sea salt. Okay? So that's what I have for my ingredients for my chicken. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put some flour inside of a bowl so that we can flour the chicken up. That's the flour that I'm putting in the bowl. Right? And now what we're doing is letting this good old grease heat up. Oh, and I also put some mustard. I added some mustard into my chicken as well, guys. I did add some mustard in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you guys a little closer to this pan. So yeah, that was basically what I wanted to talk about in terms of what's going on with that. I have some other stuff that I wanted to talk about as well that's going on these YouTube streets. How many of you guys watch and is familiar with Tasha K? Look at my flour. So we're gonna test it. We're gonna test this flour. Okay, that grease is ready, y'all. That grease is ready. So we're gonna turn the fire down a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and get that first piece of chicken floured up. You know, when you put that flour, tap that flour inside that grease and it sizzle, it's ready. It is ready, it's ready. And I only used 1 egg. I also used 1 egg inside of this batter because that's all I had left. If I had more eggs than 1, I would have put the egg on the chicken, floured it up, put it in the bare egg, then put it back in the flour, because When I'm making my chicken with the batter, I like for it to have a thick coating on it. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and flour up rather, the next piece of chicken. Right? We're going to put this fire down on medium because we don't want it to cook too fast. We don't want it to cook too fast. Okay? We don't want it to cook too fast on the outside and then the inside doesn't get cooked properly. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's turn it down a little bit more. Because this pan right here, you guys, this pan cooks fast. I have to get me another frying pan because this frying pan right here just cooks way too fast for me. It cooks way too fast sometimes. I don't be wanting my food to be cooking that fast like that. So we're going to go ahead and put the other piece in. So right now, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of chicken inside this good old grease. That's 6 pieces. We're about to put the 7th piece in there. Right? And then we're going to go ahead and stick that 8th piece in there somewhere. This 8th piece right here. This is a big drumstick right here, guys. We're going to see if this 8th piece is going to fit right here in this area right here. And I turned down the grease. Okay? Because I don't want the chicken to cook too fast. Alright? But that's my chicken. It's frying. Now I'm going to go over here to my sink and wash this bowl here. So y'all going to come with me over here to the sink. And we're going to get into this next topic while that chicken is frying. Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? We're going to get into this next topic. We're going to get into this next topic, which is the Tasha K and Jaguar Wright saga. But before I do that, let me wipe the stove off real quick. So I turned that down, the grease, I turned it down on medium. I turned that down on medium. Okay? And once I feel like it's had enough time to cook on the outside, I'll turn it back up so that it can have that crispiness to it. Okay? Alright, so what y'all saying in the chat? Okay, COVID-19 got me in these YouTube streets. So Southpaw, are you saying that before COVID-19 you wasn't in the YouTube streets like this? Is that what you're trying to say to me, girl? Is that what you're saying? What girlfriend put an egg in hers also? I couldn't get through the video. She was trying to read every comment. She messy on the low. I looked at some of her video when she did the fried chicken. I didn't see that. I didn't get to that part where she actually started seasoning it and putting the egg in it or whatever. But the egg is just going to give it an extra coating or whatever to the chicken. That's all the egg does. That's right. Thumbs up the live. Hey, Donna. B Sugar, hit that. That's right. Thank you, B Sugar. Yes, the yeek's looking fat. What do you say? What are you talking about? What yeeks is looking fat? What yeeks? I don't know what that means. Are you saying the cheeks? I catch Tasha K when I can. I'm out the loop on the Jaguar, right? I only seen the video when her and her husband was talking weeks ago. Catch us up on it, so I'm lost. I'm about to catch you up real quick. Okay, so now Tasha K, right? Tasha K did an interview with Jaguar Wright about 2 months ago. I'm gonna say about 2 months ago, she did an interview with Jaguar Wright. And in this interview that she did with Jaguar Wright, she came off as very, very condescending to me, right? And obviously, she came off condescending to a host of other people too, because Tasha K lost, oh my gosh, she lost so many subscribers that day. It was not even funny how many subscribers she lost. Oh my God. I mean, I'm still subscribed to her because for me, it's never that deep. It's never that deep to unsubscribe from somebody's channel and all that. Like, it's just not that deep. Anyway, she lost a lot of subscribers. Like, she lost a couple of hundred, or I think a couple of thousand subscribers. I think she lost a couple of thousand. Because she, you know, she's working on getting to her million subscriber count. I think she's like 800 and something thousand subscribers right now. Anyway, she lost subscribers because people didn't like the way that she handled Jaguar Wright in that interview, right? People did not like it at all. They was like really going in on Tasha K for that. So because they didn't like the way that she went in on Jaguar Wright, like I said, she lost a lot of subscribers. And then I think it was the next night after the interview with Jaguar Wright, she went live. And in her live, she started dragging Jaguar Wright. It was supposed to be an apology video to her subscribers. I don't know, it was supposed to be some type of apology video, but I didn't really see or feel like it was an apology in that video. That video is just, some of them were a little bit more dark skinned than the others, y'all. These are the ones that I put in there first. So they're a little more dark skinned, but it's okay. Anyway, she came on and did this apology, the so-called apology video to Jaguar Wright. After she did that, she started promoting this trailer a few weeks ago. She started promoting this trailer, and the trailer that she was promoting, it was her talking about the fact that she was going to do a documentary. And the name of the documentary was Surviving Jaguar Wright, something like that. If y'all go type in Tasha K and Jaguar Wright, I'm sure it will come up and you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So for a few weeks now, she's been promoting this Surviving Jaguar Wright documentary. She did an interview with some of the people in Jaguar Wright's family, from her aunts and her niece, her ex-husband, even her son. And in this interview, they discredited Jaguar Wright's allegations on a lot of things, including the fact that Jaguar Wright got on to Tasha K's platform when she did that interview and said to the world that her mother was schizophrenic, right? Her niece basically called her a straight up liar. Her niece was like, listen, If anybody can fabricate or make a lie look colorful, it is Jaguar. It is Jackie. She said that she knew that she was a liar when they were children. I think she said from the time she was about 7 years old, she knew that Jaguar Wright, her aunt Jackie, was a liar. So, in this documentary, it's a 3-part documentary. She got part 1, which started, I think it was Friday. Part 2 was Saturday. And part 3 was Sunday. Y'all, when I tell y'all, and these are people in her family that discredited and debunked just about everything that she said. I was just like, wow. Like, it was so crazy because, I ain't gonna lie, like, I didn't know, or I should say, I didn't believe everything that Jaguar Wright was saying when she came out and started speaking about different people in the industry and stuff like that. I mean, some of the things that she said we already knew about or heard about, I should say. But then some of the other things that she was saying, it was like, whoa, girl, this is what you gonna say about these people? It was just a lot. So I encourage y'all to go over there to Tasha K's page and watch all 3 parts. Like, it is crazy. So then after the first part, Jaguar Wright, because Jaguar Wright got a YouTube page now too. Jaguar Wright made a video telling Tasha K to take the video down, that she was going to sue her. Now, sis, how you suing somebody? Because she was saying that she didn't give Tasha K permission to talk about her on her platform. But my thing is, did any of these celebrities give you permission to talk about them on your platform? Come on now. Come on now. Ain't nobody give you permission to talk about them on their platform, but you did it. You came out to the world, and half of the world don't even know who you are. You came out to the world blasting all kind of people in the industry. You said Clive Davis is looking for you. He got a bounty on your head. And she said this in the interview with Tasha K. Hey, Triple L. How you doing? You know, YouTube be tripping. I don't know why you didn't get a notification. But as I was saying, you came along. I gotta say that I'm one of those people that before Jaguar Wright came and started with her shenanigans about the industry, I had never heard of Jaguar Wright. You know, she sang with the Roots, or whatever the case may be. But I personally had never heard of her. How many of you guys knew of Jaguar Wright before she came out with all of these alleged actions of people in Hollywood, in the, you know, in the industry? For real. I want to know how many of you guys heard of Jaguar Wright before all of the things that she came out with on social media. So my chicken is pretty much done. I'm just letting it cook a little bit more. I turned it over on the other side because I want it to be a little dark. I don't want it to be light-skinned chicken. I want it to be a little dark. So I did turn it over again. Let's go ahead and take it out of the pan. I turned the fire off, but the grease is still hot, so it's still cooking. But we're gonna go ahead and start taking this out. Okay. There go the first two pieces. Yum, yum. Yum, yum, eat 'em up. Yum, yum, yum. Guys, this fried chicken is going to be so delicious. I wish y'all was here to taste it. So y'all can give me y'all's opinion. Of course, you know, I'm going to like it because I cooked it. But I'm going to be honest with you. If it doesn't taste exactly how I intended for it to taste, I'm going to be honest about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to lie. I promise. I'm going to be 100% honest about how it tastes. So we're going to let it cool off for a few minutes before I taste it here on camera for you guys. And while that is cooling off, I'm going to go ahead and wipe this stove down. Because we got to clean as we go, you know? We got to clean as we go. Make sure y'all thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. I'm going to clean the stove off and let my chicken cool down. And I want to taste it right here on camera for you guys. So that's my fried chicken. Those of you that missed the recipe and what all I put as a spice in my chicken, you have to watch this video from the beginning. Once I end it, ooh, it meant, ooh, Oh no, wait a minute, oh. I ain't even gonna hold you. No, that's good. Oh God. Y'all. That is so good. That piece I just ate, the little piece, it was just a little corner. Not even like a whole, it was like a little, it was just a little piece. Okay, so let's see what y'all saying in the chat while the chicken is cooling off and all that. I have to look her up. She definitely was giving me Adrian vibes. Looks delicious. Thank you, Gigi. Hi, OJ. What does the egg do? Make it crispy. The egg the egg is gonna give it make the coating, make a thicker coating on top of the chicken. It gives us like a thicker coating. That's all the egg does. What's cracking? Hello, watching hey, from the Philippines. Okay, Lisa, you sent me a text. Okay, let me see. It's all good, Lisa. It is all good. You want some chicken, Khadija? Hey, Khadija. Okay, so listen. We're gonna go ahead and put the chicken on a plate that I'm gonna taste in front of you guys. Okay, let's go. Let's see what this chicken tastes like, y'all. We got the Philippines in the house and all of that. Look at that chicken there, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and taste it. Whew. I'm gonna say my grace over it real quick, and then we're gonna get it in. Thank you, Lord, for this food. Bless the hands that prepared it. May it be used for the nourishment of my mind and my body. In the name of Jesus. Amen. Amen, amen, and amen. And God, listen, guys, let me tell y'all right now. I'm definitely going to be licking my fingers. So don't judge me. Hi, Random Hearts. Hi, 500 Gaming. Khadija from Charlotte. Khadija, I lived in Charlotte for like 10 years. That's where my son lived. And I have a grandbaby on the way that's going to be born in Charlotte. Oh, this chicken. So good. No, that's real good, y'all. Mm. It's seasoned to perfection, like. Mm. Mm. The seasoning is literally, it literally seeped down into my chicken, like. Mm. 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 It's so good. It's hot. This done turned into a mukbang real quick. Yeah. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. It turned into a mukbang real fast, y'all. You want a mukbang? ASMR? Mm. Mm. When I tell y'all, it is seasoned to perfection. Like, I can literally taste the seasoning. Mm. All the way through the chicken. Yeah, and when I eat chicken, I eat the bristle and everything. Don't judge me. That was just one piece of chicken right there just now. One piece. One. Got me a flat. A little burnt right there, but it's okay. A little piece of burnt. Mm. 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 We got Germany in the house. Hey, OJ. Drop your city and state that you're watching from. Where y'all watching from? Nepal? Okay. Okay, Germany and Nepal. Mm. Mm. Y'all, this chicken is so good. Greensboro, North Carolina. What's up, Alice? I love you too. Randon says I'm making her realize that she haven't eaten all day. No, it's not peanut oil. It's canola oil. The ShopRite brand of canola oil. It's actually canola oil. I never used the peanut oil before, but I know I heard people use the peanut oil when they fry their whole turkeys. Mm. Hot sauce. I put some hot sauce on it. You want to put some hot sauce on it? Yeah, girl, go fry some. Mm, mm, mm. I'm gonna get some hot sauce for y'all. Mm-hmm. On the next piece. Mm-hmm. Let me get some hot sauce. Wait, do I have hot sauce? Shoot. Let's make sure. Mm. Mm. Yep, I got some hot sauce. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. This chicken is so, so good. I gave all the measurements of all the spices that I have. That I put inside on my chicken. That I season my chicken with. Let's go ahead and get this hot sauce popping. Ooh. Ooh, excuse me. Oh yeah, that's good. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Thumbs up the live, guys. Look at that. That's good. Oh, that is so good. So, as some of you know, I do have a grandbaby on the way. I found out the sex of the baby. And I'm going to be a grandma of a boy. I'm going to have a grandson, guys. I did want it to be a girl, but of course I'm happy with whatever it's going to be, because no matter what the sex is of the baby, they are all blessings. Okay? Babies are blessings. Here we go. Another piece. Another piece of chicken. Mm. Mm. Oh yeah. Mm. No, the chicken is so good. I can't even talk. I can't even talk. That's what y'all saying in the chat. According to MJ, fried chicken looks so good. It is really good, MJ. This ain't right. Hungry as heck now. I'm sorry, random huh? Well, I know it's for them. That's right. Go make you some. Master Goo TV says no rice. No rice, just chicken. Do I taste the mustard? Nope, I sure don't. My belly is literally like the audacity. Fresno, California. Yes, California. The first and only time I've ever heard of Fresno, California was on Girlfriends. I think which character was from Fresno? I forget her name. But she was the one that was it Tony? I think that's her name. She was Joan's best friend. Her and Joan were always falling out about something. Let's see what else. I'm in the DC area. Where are you? You in Philly? No. According to MJ, I'm in Jersey, which is not far from DC. Washington in the house. Okay. Gotta have the hot sauce. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Zaya. Repping all day. I do love chicken. Mustard gives it color. You don't taste it. Exactly. I don't really taste it. I think that if you put a lot of the an awful amount, like a huge amount of mustard on your chicken, then you might taste it, but I probably squeeze like I probably squeeze about a teaspoon of mustard or something like that, or maybe a tablespoon or something. If that, it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot at all. I'm trying to get away from fried food, but I gotta have my fried wings. I'm just reading the comments, guys. This chicken is so good, guys. You're going to be in your glory with your new grandson. Thank you. I know. Only thing is, I just wish that I lived closer. You know, my grandbaby going to be born and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm up north. And don't get me wrong, I will move for my grandbaby. I will. And even if I don't move, I'm gonna make sure that this grandson of mine knows me, and I'm gonna do that by visiting often, FaceTiming him often. Like, he's gonna know my voice. He's gonna know my face. He's gonna know me. He's gonna know his grandma. Yes, he is, and I'm super excited about it. Yep. Yeah, ShopRite is up north. Ah. Yes, Patricia, grandchildren are the best. Check out Vonnet on YouTube. Vonnet on YouTube. I gotta write that down because I forget. Let me write down. Let me write that down. You said check out Vonnet. VONID. All right, I'm gonna check them out. Check out that channel. B Sugar says she's in Jersey too. Oh, nice. I'm from New York, but I'm in Jersey. I live in Jersey. Okay. Yeah. I'll be tearing some chicken up. What's this? Larife says, "Can I ask the question?" Go ahead, ask the question. Ask your question. Loretta, is that how you pronounce that name? Lorelei, Lorelei, Meisenheimer. Yo, these names, some of these names be like blowing my mind. I can't. Why I can't just keep it simple? Like how my channel name is Letitia Campbell. That's my name. That's my mother's name. I just kept it simple. Well, y'all get these names that can't be pronounced. That make things complicated, especially when you go live. Because now you're trying to read the names, looking on the screen, looking like you're illiterate, like you can't read. That's not even the case. You just be looking crazy when you're looking into the camera trying to figure out how to pronounce these names. You know what I'm saying? Put a little more hot sauce on there. Mm. I done ate 6 pieces of chicken. That's crazy. Mm. Mm. How did I sit up here and let y'all talk me into eating 6 pieces of chicken? I gotta blame it on somebody. I gotta blame it on somebody. I said, how I let y'all talk me into eating 6 pieces of chicken? Mm. Mm. Who's trolling? What y'all doing on this chat in the chat? Somebody's trolling? What is the trolls talking about? If somebody's trolling or whatever, block them, delete the comments, moderators. Get them out of here. We don't want the trolls. What's the definition of a troll, though, for real? 'Cause I'm kind of new to this whole troll word. I thought that a troll was somebody that come on your comments and say like demeaning things to you or something like that. Is that what a troll is? I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's a troll that come on. There's a troll, a person that come on to your comment section saying demeaning, crazy things to you. Y'all, I be seeing chicken bones out. For real. Could somebody please tell me what a troll is? I just thought I said get them out of here because when I hear a troll, when I hear a troll, I think of them as you know, it's something negative. So that's why I said get them up out of here. So that's what, I think there are people that come and try to steal your joy, steal your shine, things like that. That's what I think. 500 Gang says, I need some support. What you need support with, 500 Gangs? you want you want people to go check out your channel? Is that what you're saying, 500 Gang? Hey, Letitia. Hey, that chicken looks fire. Thank you. It was. It's the same one from earlier. They came back with another name. Wow, are you serious? There's people with a lot of time on their hands. Well, look. What they gonna get from trolling? What they get out of it? Tell me what do they get out of it is what I want to know. That's what I want to know. What do the trolls get out of it? Y'all see, I still got my little mini Christmas tree. So this is where I be doing my videos at. Right here, guys. A lot of people think that I'm sitting at a piano. It's not a piano. It's a bar. And that's where I'll be doing my videos at, guys. Sitting right there at my bar with my glass of wine. Feeling fine. Okay? That's where I'll be sitting at. Anyway, I think I'm running out of things to talk about. What Zaya says, I love your room, Auntie. Thank you. I like your crib, stock bar, and wings. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm making me a quick little drinky drink before I get off of this live with you guys. Because I've ran out of things to talk about now. I mean, I think that I covered enough. Went into more details as to what I was trying to say the other day on my video in terms of Cindy and Walt, not Cindy and Walt, Adrian and Walt. I went into that already. And then we talked about Tasha K and Jaguar Wright. I did have something else that I wanted to talk to you guys about the other day, but I never got around to making a live video about that subject. And we could touch on that a little bit tonight in this live. But I got right here in this glass, this is Patron. I'm gonna add a little pineapple juice. Add some pineapple juice in here. And I'm gonna add some kiwi strawberry. Snapple. Just a little splash of that. Let's see. Have I heard of Salt XO? What's that? No, I never heard of that. What is it? Southpaw. I never heard of it. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was this. It was a post that I had put in my community tab the other day. And I'm trying to get you guys situated here so I can sit down and talk to you all. But it was a post that I had put in my community tab. Be Sugar, what do you mean what time I'm going live? I'm live right now. I was saying that the other day it was a topic that I wanted to discuss with you all. And I was supposed to go live, but I didn't. Excuse me. But the topic was it's a question. And the question is this: why aren't modern black women being taught how to be housewives? Why aren't modern black women being taught how to be housewives? That's number one. Number two, it's a part two to that question. When did black women stop being taught how to be a housewife? Okay? When did black women stop being taught how to be a housewife? According to MJ says, most black women not married. Yeah, we know that, but the question here is, why aren't modern black women being taught how to be a housewife? You know, I'm all for the feminist movement. And one of the ideals for the feminist movement is that women should be treated equal to men. But let's dive deep into that. Are we really equal to men? Are we equal? When we think about how we're made up in terms of our body structure, are we equal to a man? No. When we think about strength, physical strength, in terms of being equal to a man, are we equal to him? No. When we think about being logical versus emotional, are we equal to him, to a man? No. And I say that for that one because most of the time, women, we make a lot of decisions based on our emotions. We do. Men use logic for the most part. Can y'all agree with me or do you disagree with me? So, as Toby Doll says, I was always taught to go out and get it on my own and never depend on anyone. Southpaw says, how do you know how to be a housewife if you were raised in single parents' homes? Do you just go for instinct? Excellent topic. Sugar Bridger says, so true. According to MJ says, God created us differently. Yes. Now, in terms of equality, the things that make us equal, women can be as smart as a man. We can be on the same. We can be equal in terms of intelligence. I feel like um, there's even some jobs that we as women can do that will have us, that we can say that we're equal to men. They said all Kevin Samuels fans have left the chat. It's all good. Let them leave. Women have a lot to offer. Don't allow Kevin Samuels to make you feel less than, no matter your age. I agree. I agree. We definitely have a lot to offer. And but I have to say that there are a lot of things that we don't have. Um, we're not equals in. And I just named those things, a lot of those things that we're not equals in. And that's fine. So we're going to get back to the single parent household. Somebody mentioned in the chat, how can someone be taught how to be a housewife when they were raised in a single parent home? That's true. A situation like that, you can't be taught, and a woman isn't taught how to be a housewife if she's raised in a single parent home. This is very true. Now, let's flip it. A child that's raised in a two-parent household. Are those parents today teaching that child how to be a housewife? Um, we're not teaching our women children, our female children rather, how to be housewives. We're not teaching them that. Am I saying that there's something wrong with the fact that we're not teaching them that? No. Am I saying that it's right to not teach them how to be a housewife? No. I mean, I feel like to each his own. It's a situation where whatever it is that you choose, or however it is that you choose to raise your child, your female child, that's your choice, right? But I still want to know, like, I'm playing devil's advocate when I ask these type of questions, and the question on the table right now is, why aren't we teaching modern day women, modern day females, how to be a housewife? Why isn't that being taught? What's wrong with it? Is there something wrong with a woman being a housewife? Staying at home, raising her family, taking care of the needs of her husband? Is there something wrong with doing that, knowing that that woman, you as a housewife, is going to have all her needs met financially, physically, mentally, emotionally? I'm not talking about a situation where the woman is being abused by her husband and, on an emotional level or whatever. I'm talking about a healthy, wholesome marriage where the woman is holding the home down and taking care of her children while her husband goes out and earns a living. Is it not being taught or not being pushed because of the economy, the because of the cost of living that we are faced with today? Is that not a thing because of that? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Sugar Britches says, I believe there are strengths and weaknesses that both men and women have, but the strengths and weaknesses are not the same. According to MJ says, that's true, Sugar Britches. That's a cute name. Sugar Britches says, thank you. And Sugar Britches says, I agree. Are you agreeing with me, Sugar Britches? You know, there's a lot of single parent homes where, let's just use a single parent home for a boy child, a single mom raising a boy, struggling to raise this boy, not just financially, but emotionally, mentally, and physically. Right? She's struggling to raise this child. Let's use the financial aspect of it as an example first, right? I'm gonna bring you guys over here because I wanna sit down comfortably. Hold on, guys. I want to sit down comfortably and continue this conversation because this is a conversation that should be had. This is a conversation that should be had because... Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hold your horses. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. I'll be right. I'm coming, guys. I had to put my phone on the charger. I gotta put my phone on the charger. Hold on, guys. Let's go ahead and bring this down and bring y'all over here. So yeah. All right. So let's go. This is a conversation that I feel like needs to be had for the simple fact that there are so many children, not just boy children, that grow up in single family households and they get lost. They get lost. no matter how structured you try to create the environment for that child in that single family household, somewhere along the lines, a lot of our brown boys and girls get lost. Hmm. They get lost in the system. They just get lost. They get lost. And just imagine, right? Southpaw says this conversation goes deep. There's so many dynamics to it. That is a fact. And Sugar Britches says, not to offend anyone, but I call men who willingly allow women to be providers and head of the household bullwinkles. Sadly, these type of men are content. Hmm. The women empowerment movement has changed how we view women's household duties. Just imagine, right, a household where the child or children is growing up where the mom is at home taking care of them and taking care of everything. And the dad is out um, doing what he needs to do to provide for that family, right? When that child goes to school and come home, when that child wake up in the morning, rather, when that child wake up in the morning, that child is waking up to their mom making sure that the things they need to get done is done, in terms of making sure that they brush their teeth, they um, take their bath, whatever it is that you need to do in the morning to get ready to start your day. That mom is there to make breakfast for them, right? That mom is even there to make sure that that kid is seen off to school. And during all those times that this mom is doing all these things for that child or those children, it's not just the things that she's doing that, make the situation a wonderful situation, but it's the bonding, that time to bond with your child. So now let's take a child or children who don't have that. The mom has to work, right? Let's say the mom has to work and the mom has a 7 to 3 shift, and let's say the dad has a 8 to 4 shift or 9 to 5 shift, whatever the case may be. That time in the morning spent bonding with your child or children is lessened, right? And during bonding times with your child or your children, a lot can be learned about your children. A lot can be appreciated by your children. Right? So now let's fast forward the time from the morning to the afternoon when the kid gets out of school. That child who has the mom at home that mom is there to provide more bonding time as soon as they get out of school. That child, that mom is there to provide a snack for them when they get out of school, when they get home from school. That mom is there to have dinner already prepared and ready for them to eat, but not at that moment because you want to wait for your husband to get home so you guys can eat as a family. Right? This shows structure, togetherness, family. This also gives off bonding time. Like it's a host of things that happens when you are able to be at home, be a housewife, and raise your kids as a housewife. You're there to make sure the house is in order, clean and neat and tight, just everything that it needs to be to make that house a home. Because I feel like as a housewife, that's one of the housewife's duties, to make that house a home. Now let's take the kid who's in a household where both parents have to work. I'm giving examples here, I'm giving scenarios. This kid after school, so before school, this kid is not getting any bonding time from either of his parents because both parents have to go to work. They have to be there at a certain time. So that time in the morning is limited. After school, this kid isn't getting the bonding time either because now the father is going to be coming home well after they get out of school. But let's say the mom has a 7 to 3 shift, right? And she gets home in time to spend that bonding time with her kid. But she really don't have the time to bond with her kid because now she has to make sure dinner is ready, right? She has to make sure that the kids do their homework. This mom has a lot to do when that child or children get home from school. So not only is she thinking about her job that she does from 7 to 3 and the deadlines or whatever it is that she has to do at work the next day, deadlines, meetings, whatever kind of career it is that she has. Not only does she have to think about those things, but she also has to think about her household, right? So because of that, she becomes frustrated. Now, this mother that is staying a stay-at-home housewife, a stay-at-home mom, her life is simple to a degree. I'm not trying to downplay the role of a housewife because the role of a housewife is a job, but at least it's the only job. So now when you are a 2-parent household and you have to go, both parents have to go to work, the mother normally has 2 jobs. Let's just keep it a buck, because at the end of the day, most men, they're not going to pitch in the way that we would want them to pitch in around the house. And that's just facts. I'm not saying all men, but most men, a lot of men. I think the number is very high on men who will or will not pitch in with housework and with the kids and things like that. Okay? So now that, hey, mukbang, like mukbang and things, how you doing? So now that mother who is the single mother, that's who I was getting on next. Not the single mother. Let me go back. Let me go back. That's not what I was saying. That mother who's in the household with the husband who they both have to work, she's frustrated because she got things on her mind about work. So now because she's frustrated, she's naturally going to take her frustration out on her children, her child or her children. Right? So imagine that child or that single mother. The frustration is heightened. That frustration is on an all-time high for that single mother. So again, the question is, taking all these things into consideration that I just spoke about, those of you that were here listening for the majority of the time. So again, I ask, why is it that modern day women, modern day females are not taught how to be a housewife? Why isn't that being taught? I know it sounds old school and all of that, but I'm gonna be honest with you all. Like, if I had to do my motherhood all over, I would have gotten married early and I would have been a housewife. Because by now, or by the time that I got into my late 30s, early 40s, if I decided at that point, okay, I want to start a career, I want to go back to school, I want to do this, I want to do that, whatever, then I could have done it at that point. I'm also one of those people, I believe in gender roles. I do. I believe in tradition. I do. I believe in gender roles and I believe in the traditional marriage relationship where the woman cooks and clean and keep the household up and the man provides and make sure that there's a roof over his family's head. But I also, what I don't believe in is the man not making the woman feel like she's included on decisions and things like that. I don't think that it's fair for um, uh, um, a marriage where the woman is a housewife. I don't think that it's fair for that type of marriage to be a dictatorship by the man, because we're partners, you know, as husband and wife, we're partners. So because we're partners, I should be included on decision making and things like that. I also believe that a woman should bring peace to her man and her household and not all this riffraff and just always something. We got to learn how to pick our battles. We got to learn how to pick our battles. A lot of women don't know how to pick their battles. Everything is an argument. And I haven't always thought like this. I've been on this earth for 48 years. And I gotta say that I haven't always been that woman in a relationship to know how to pick my battles. No, I haven't. But what I have learned is that men, they want, need, and have to have peace in their house. If they don't get those things, guess what's going to happen? They're going to stop coming home. They're going to stop coming home. That's what they're going to do. The feminist movement is all good. I don't want you guys to ever, I don't want you to walk away from this live thinking that I'm against the feminist movement. It is all good. But I do want you guys to walk away thinking that I often wonder, why aren't modern day women being taught how to be housewives, taking care of the household, taking care of the children, and being a wife to a man who is deserving of her doing those things? I'm not saying these men that want to have a household where it's a dictatorship and he treats his wife like she's a piece of property. I'm talking about marriages and, relationships where the husband treats his woman like the queen of the castle, and he allows her to be who she is and to have a voice. Because at the end of the day, like I said, it is a partnership. Okay? That's it. I mean, that is something that I often wonder about. Why aren't modern day women being taught how to be a housewife? What's wrong with being a housewife? If your husband can hold everything down financially, if your husband can take you and the rest of your family on vacations 2 times a year, if your husband can provide for the entire family the proper medical benefits that you need to go to the doctor, to make sure that your health is in check, your whole family, him, his wife, and his children, if he can do all those things, plus respect you as a partner, as an equal partner, then why is it that modern day women are not being taught how to be housewives? There's too many broken families, too many broken homes today. Too many broken families. And, the single parent households get a bad rep. Single parent households get a bad rep because a lot of times in single parent households, the children just go astray. The children go astray. The children find other ways to occupy their mind and their time because that single parent house doesn't have time to nurture and care for their child or children the way that they could or should if they were at home day in and day out to make sure that they can, provide those things for that child or those children. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. So Southpaw says, I would still want my own independence and be a housewife. Okay. You said you still would want your own independence and be a housewife. When you say that you would still want your own independence, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Independence can be defined in so many different ways. Single parent homes have definitely become the new normal. They have definitely become the new normal. So, Southpaw, what do you mean by you would want your own independence and be a housewife? Can you do both? What are you independent of? What are you doing? What are you independent of? That's what I'm wondering. Independent of your husband? Independent of your children? Like have my own career going for myself. So how can you be a housewife and have your own career? There's no having a career if you're a housewife. Either you're a housewife or you are a career woman in addition to being a married woman and raising your kids with your husband. A housewife doesn't have a career. A housewife stays home and makes sure the household is taken care of and that the children are taken care of. Period. There's no in between. I know a girl that runs her own business from home. She homeschools her kids, cooks. She doesn't work, traditional 9 to 5, but she works. That's cool, according to MJ. That's cool. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that because at the end of the day, she's at home. She's home making sure that the home is taken care of and her kids at the same time. I don't know what type of business she has, but maybe her business doesn't require a lot of her attention, the type of business that she has. Who knows? I'm that Brenda Jean says, hey, stopping by. Hope all is well. Thumbs up always. Love your content. Thank you. Thank you so much. She is married as well. I think women should strive for that home-based business. That would be an awesome thing for women to strive for. Awesome. Southpaw says, I'm gonna need a high value man to live that lifestyle. Laughing out loud, just kidding. No, let me just tell y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all right now. Before I started looking at Kevin Samuels videos, I feel a little chilly now. I gotta put this little blanket. I got a little blanket over here. Let me put this blanket on me. But before I started looking at Kevin Samuels videos, talking about the high value man and things like that, I had never heard of the term high value man. Now, I knew that there are men out here on that caliber that he described as a high value man, but I never heard that term before. And I think that it would depend on the city, the state that you're living in, in order for you to live that type of lifestyle with your husband nowadays. I know I've heard a lot of people say that because of the way that, times have changed financially, we can't afford to be a stay-at-home mom, a housewife, or whatever the case may be, because you need a two-income household in order to raise a family. So I think that, in those instances, um, if a woman wants to stay at home and be a housewife, she probably do need a high value man, or live someplace, or her and her husband need to live someplace where they can afford for her to stay at home and take care of the household and the children while he go out and provide for the family. Okay? So according to MJ says, laugh now loud, KS lying. I'm not that many not that many high value men out here, and women surpassing men. Hmm. What is he lying about according to MJ? What is he lying about? And you're right, it's not that many high value men out here. So, and I gotta be honest, I don't know of a lot of women that is looking for a high value man. Personally, I just started hearing these women talking about they want a high value man when I started looking at Kevin Samuels' videos. And a lot of these women that want these high value men, let me tell you what they're doing. They're going to the right places and they are looking the part. This look that Kevin Samuels is saying that these high value men want, these women are going to these places where they can meet these high value men, and they are definitely looking the part. They're fixing themselves up, and they are making sure that they are seen by these high value men. Don't get me wrong, like, I don't knock no woman that would like to be a housewife. I don't. If that's what you want to do as a woman, by all means do it. Have at it. But make sure that if you're going to do it, you're going to do it well. Okay? You got to do that job and you got to be A1 at it. You got to make sure those kids are straight. You got to make sure that house is straight. You got to make sure that breakfast, lunch, and dinner is straight. You got to make sure that husband is straight in every area. I'm talking about stroking his ego, giving him the peace that he want. You got to make sure that you screw him the way he want to be screwed. I'm talking about any and everything that he want. You got to be willing to give it to him sexually. Everything. Being a housewife is not an easy job. Like I said, I'm just wondering, why aren't modern day women being taught how to be a housewife? What's wrong with being a housewife and being dependent on a man who you know is going to do the right thing by you, or who you feel is going to do the right thing by you? What's wrong with that? I don't know. I'm just wondering. He acts like most men make six figures. I was speaking income wise. Do today women really want a housewife? Nowadays, the men are the housewives. That's true. I wonder, Southport, that's a good question. Do today's men want housewives? Those of you men that's in the chat, do you guys want housewives? Do you want housewives? Leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know. I don't know. But that was just something that I wanted to talk about with you guys. I've been on this live now for what, 2 hours and 15 minutes and 10 seconds as of now. I'm gonna end it now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was all over the place, but that's what I do. I make videos that's all over the place. I make lives that's all over the place. And when I say I make videos that's all over the place, because sometimes you're gonna catch me doing a reaction video. Then the next time you're gonna catch me doing a cooking video. Then next time you might catch me doing a try on haul. You might catch me doing an unboxing, like whatever. This is a channel where you're gonna get a variety of things. It's not a one stop, a channel just for one thing. It's a one stop shop. So, you know, you'll get topics like this, you know, and also on today's video, you got a host of things. You saw how I fry my chicken, my special fried chicken recipe. We talked about, you know, the Walt and Sin City, not Walt and Sin City, the Walt and Adrian situation a little bit. And we talked about Tasha K and the surviving Jaguar Wright. What else did we talk about today? It was something else that we talked about. I can't think of it right now. But, and then, you know, now we're talking about this subject. And this is, you know, this subject right here was a little longer than all the other subjects that we spoke about, because, you know, all those other subjects were things that we spoke about already. And, you know, I tend to linger on a subject when it's something that I haven't spoken about. And, you know, at the time when I'm speaking about it, if I'm really feeling passionate about it, I'm going to go a little longer than I usually would go on a subject. And, you know, I feel really passionate about this subject. You know, so we could continue to chop it up in the comments section once I end this live, or you guys can continue to chop it up. But again, why aren't modern day women being taught how to be a housewife? You all gave some wonderful feedback. I appreciate each and every one of you. Those of you that was here from the beginning till now, I appreciate you. Those of you that was here from the middle to now, I appreciate you. And those of you that clicked on at the very end, I appreciate you too. And I would appreciate it even more if you guys thumbs up this live. I'm going to read the last bit of comments and then I'm going to get out of here. Sugar Britches says, also there are women who don't want to be submissive. I agree with that. Very good topic as always. I'm so glad I caught you live. Thank you for joining, Sugar Britches. Lisa says, thanks everyone. Continue support. Please click the thumbs up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up. Share it, share it, share it. And Sugar Britches is longest live I've ever been on. Lord, my daughter, like I'm hungry. Go feed your child, honey. Go feed your child. And I'm gonna chat with y'all later. Thumbs up the live before y'all leave out of here. And as always, peace, love, and grease. Bye.